Hey, what's going on, guys? So I'm just gonna make a quick reaction video to working my first Amazon Flex shift. So I've been signed up with Amazon Flex for quite a bit of time. I just didn't have time to getting these shifts in. I've just been pretty busy with my regular job. So this past weekend I decided to drive for Amazon Flex for the first time. To get approved for Amazon Flex, you fill out some application. They run a background check on you, and when they approve you to drive with them, all you have to do is watch a few videos describing, the process of delivering packages, what to do in certain circumstances. For example, if you're delivering alcohol, you're supposed to scan the person's ID and things of that sort. So once you watch all those videos, you are ready to deliver. So my first experience was you log onto app and you see different shifts. There's Amazon Flex for fresh goods, and then there's Amazon Flex that probably all you guys are familiar with, which is for packages. So I went to package route. Usually the shifts are between, let's say, $18 and $20-something. It's kind of like Uber. If there's less drivers, more packages, the rates go up. And I see a lot in inclement weather, if it's snowing, raining, people don't want to go outside. The rates also go up. So I picked a rate that fit my, requirements. I did 3 hours on a Saturday. And I went to the warehouse. They tell you not to be there earlier than 15 minutes. And from what I remember, I don't think you can be more than 5 minutes or 3 minutes late. I think it's 5 minutes late. So I arrived a little bit early, so I parked on the street next to the warehouse and I just waited, like 15 minutes before, and I pulled into the gated lot, parked my car. I walked into the Amazon warehouse and you're greeted by the Amazon workers right away, and what they do is just scan your ID and they direct you to the rack of packages that fit your shift. For example, if you're going to do a 2-hour shift, you're going to have less packages than a 3-hour shift, or at least the packages will be in one centralized location, so you'll get done quicker. So I looked around on the racks. I found a rack with about 42 packages, and I picked that one. Actually, the first shift I've done was in Indiana. I'm not that familiar with Indiana. I'm from Illinois, but I just picked that warehouse because it was a similar distance as the Illinois warehouses, and the shift fit my schedule, and the Illinois ones did not. So I picked the rack I wanted. So like I was saying, I picked the rack I wanted. It was around 42 packages. I loaded it in my car. On each of the packages, there's a sticker number. Those sticker numbers correlate to the zones that you're going to be delivering with. So the sticker correlate to the zones of the packages. So for example, one zone you will load in your trunk, one zone you will load into your front seat, and one zone you will load into your back seat. This makes it easy. When you pull up to a house, you look on your phone and you see what zone that customer is in. So you'll be looking for the package in your back seat, front seat, and so on. So after I loaded all the packages into the car, I brought back the rolling cart back to the warehouse, and I was on my way. So the GPS guides you and it plans out the packages for you. So I went to deliver the first package. It's super simple. You find the person. At the beginning, it's hard finding the packages because, like I said, I picked up 42 packages, so it's hard to find that person's package in your car. So I found the person's package. And you look if there's any special instructions, like you need a signature, you need an adult signature, The first person didn't have any requirements, so what I did is rang the doorbell. The person didn't come outside right away, so I marked that I left it in the front of the house, and on the application it tells you to mark where you left it. Let's say the porch, the side of the house, and so on. So I marked that I left it on a porch, and then the camera will turn on in your phone, and you just take a photo of where you left the package. Like I said, it was genuinely a good experience. I didn't have any issues. I had to call support once to find a house, because when you pull up, there's a little circle on the application of where the house is. It will not let you deliver the package unless you are in that circle. So yeah, it was a very good experience delivering packages for Amazon. I only had to call support once because I could not find a house. So I don't know if it was a coach house or something like that, but you know, that house was just not there. But in instructions, it said you can leave the package with the neighbor. So I went up to the neighbor's house, but you can only deliver that package to where this circle is on a map. So, you know, you wouldn't just let me deliver that package to the neighbor. So I had to call support and mention, you know, the notes say that I can leave this package with the neighbor if you can't find a house. And support just marked that I, you know, delivered that package. And that's about it. Like I said, I'm from the Chicagoland area. Whenever I log onto the app, there's plenty of shifts, you know, and they all range from like $18 and up. So it's, you know, if you want to work for Amazon Flex, delivering packages in your own vehicle, it's not that hard. You will find a package route to deliver. I don't know how it is in other cities with less warehouses and, you know, more people wanting to drive. It's probably harder. I know when this first came out, it was hard getting shifts. You know, people were waking up at, you know, 4 or 5 a.m. whenever the new shifts were dropping, and, you know, they were, you know, waiting for this shift. So at the beginning, it was hard getting shifts, but right now there's plenty of shifts. You know, the rates go up higher because, you know, they don't have enough drivers for these packages. So in the Chicagoland area, getting a route is no problem. Like I said, if you have any issues with anything, you know, you can call the customer. For example, if it requires a signature, you know, nobody's answering the door, there's a button that, you know, it will call the customer for you, and, you know, you can you can tell them you're from Amazon, you're delivering a package, and, you know, if they're home or not. If it requires a signature and they are not there, you have to bring it back to the warehouse. So that's a bummer. You know, you have to go back to the warehouse, but to me it did not happen. And yeah, like I said, if you have any issues with anything whatsoever, you can call support. And I think the highest hold time I had, that one phone call was probably like 2 minutes or something like that. So it was no problem. All in all, the conclusion is I will be driving for Amazon Flex. I enjoyed the experience. That will be my secondary job, obviously, so I will only do it once or twice a week. But I had a good time, and I think it's a good source of additional income. If you don't want to do Uber, you know, you're scared of people throwing up in your car, you know, people making a mess in your car, destroying your car in general. I think this is a good alternative because you're just, you know, delivering packages. There's less wear and tear on your car on the inside, you know, the interior, you know, people getting in and out all the time. So I think it's a great alternative. And I will be doing this over Uber. It just fits my I guess requirements, and, you know, I enjoy the experience. So if you guys have any questions, you know, feel free to leave me a comment. I'll get back to you guys. But yeah, it's a good experience, and I think anyone who needs some extra income, it's a good way to do it. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Check back for the next video.